Well, this is King Rex coming back at you with a Let's Play Galactic Civilizations game. I've already decided I'm going to take the Krynn in this one. Um, I previously did one of the Torians. It's a pretty good playthrough, but you would want to skip the first video because I had the music up too loud for that video. I've made sure I have the music turned down now for this one. Um, Basically, this page you decide the type of galaxy you pick. It does do a lot to influence how the game goes. There are a lot of different galaxy sizes. If you go too small, I just don't think it makes a good game if you go too small unless you really don't put a lot of opponents in it. Basically, you can change all these things to different levels. Random, anytime I try to do a bunch of randoms, it just makes a bad setup. Rare means there won't be hardly any habitable planets. Uncommon means few. Occasional, common, abundance a lot. I think abundance too many. I think it's normally on occasional. I tried one with all randoms and it just doesn't work out well. I'm going to do occasional there. Set some speed mid-pack. You have abundant, common, occasional, and you got uncommon and rare. It's not just the middle of the road. I'll do common on number of planets, common on number of stars. I think loose clusters or scattered does the best. Tight clusters are just way too far apart. I just might do scatter so everything's just kind of... The thing is, you can have a race that gets kind of screwed over if you do tight clusters or loose clusters. You can be really far away from everything, so I'll do scattered there. Anomalies is usually sent to abundant. I put asteroids down to common because they're usually abundant too, but they can be too many asteroids. Normal tech rate, random number of minor races. Hopefully they have at least some, but this puts at least some mystery into the game. Occasional and extreme planets, there's not too many. If you go down to too low, you're kind of nerfing two of the races that have it as an in their super abilities. Random, frequent, occasional, and rare. I'm gonna go occasional. That's the middle one. Custom map, we're just gonna use regular. Scenarios, this is just like a normal game. The other ones have like scenarios. I don't like the Ascension victory, so I'm taking that one out. Basically, there's like, I believe, 5 or 6 Ascension crystals, and each turn mining one of those puts you 1 turn closer to Ascension, and I think it's 1,000 turns if you only mine one. I think that's what it is. I think it's kind of a cheap way to get a victory. Research, you have to research a certain line of text in the tech tree. If you reach the end of that, you want to research alliances being aligned with every other race in the galaxy. Influence means that you influence at least 75% of the galaxy while not at war with anybody for a set number of turns. You can also eliminate all the other races. I'm going to allow surrenders. In the original, this is the Ultimate Edition, which is based off Twilight of the Honor. In the original Dreadlords one, they would surrender very easily, so I think that's why people didn't like that, but they've really made it so that's not that big. I'll leave mega events on, although they can destabilize the game. Super abilities. If you take away super abilities, it takes away a lot of the customization of the races. Although it would kind of balance it because there are some super abilities that are really good and some that really aren't good at all. Tech stealing, which doesn't really happen very often in this one. It did happen a lot in the other one. I think tech trading and tech brokering are part of the game, and the AI, once again, was a lot worse with the tech brokering last time than they were this time. Blind exploration means you can't see influence borders. I kind of like to see those, so I'll leave that on. Okay, now I'll pick someone for me. You have 12 races. Each race is different in one way or the other. You can do custom. Just about every YouTube Let's Play, people either pick the Terrans or they make a custom race, so I won't do either one of those. I already did the Taurian, so I won't be doing that one either. I can tell you about the races as we see them in game, so I'm not going to tell you about them now. I've decided that I'm going to leave out 2 particular races, though, because you can pick who you play against. One is the Korath. They're basically pretty much the same thing as the Drenyan here, but for some reason they're better. I don't know why. Drenyan have slightly better soldiering, but slightly worse weapons. The Drenyan have a huge diplomacy negative. Same logistics. Hit points to hit points. Well, hit points and soldiering are reversed. They get a little more speed. They get more morale. But this Super Annihilator, I don't like that ability. Basically, what it does is they can build a spore ship, which can basically, if it gets to your planet, they don't even have to fight to win the planet. It just kills everybody and they take the planet. So I just think that's a bit overpowered. And you already have the Drenyan anyway. The other one I'm not going to do was the Draith, because there's evil and good races. The Draith are considered a good race, and of course they're considered a bad one, taking out one of each. They basically bribe everybody to go to war because they have war profiteering as one of their techs where they can make money off it. So I think it kind of balances everything out that way. Take out one good, take out one evil. Plus the original had the Drenyan, the Korath were added later. And I've rarely seen it. Well, I'm not taking the Draith. I'm going to take the Krynn Consulate. I want to make sure one thing, because I've tried playing with the Yor and make sure that the abilities are reset. Because if you don't change the abilities back, they get them back in. So I want to reset them so it's all pretty equal. And I don't know why I didn't, so we're going to go to the Krynn Consulate. These are their abilities. They have a big moral boost, which is good. Influence isn't that great. Diplomacy is good. Espionage doesn't. I don't think that's that big. Logistics are lower at the 6. The super spy ability isn't that good. Basically, just get a spy. I don't think the counter espionage tech is that good either. So they got a good setup and a good tech tree, but they really don't have a good super ability, so they kind of balance that way. I also changed the colors of some races. I changed these guys to orange because they got orange or thing. There were originally 4 races that had gray, so I took the Krynn and changed them to orange, and I took the Korath, who were also gray, and changed them to this kind of pinkish purple. I made these guys green because I always thought they should be green, but it's a dark enough green that it's different than this green or this kind of aqua color. Get back where I was. Basically, so it's easier to tell these races apart. So I'm going to add creativity because I think it's a good one. Basically, this gives you a chance to get a tech without having to research the way down the tech path. And luck basically helps you because it'll basically the way it looks. I think if you roll from a 1 to 10 on a dice or something, or say a 1 to 8 because it's a 25%, it'll knock out those bottom 2 rolls. So in battle, you will at least get you won't get a bottom roll. Other things I like, population growth is good, so I'll put 3 points into that. That only leaves me 4 points. I don't know if you can add logistics on here or not. So they kind of get screwed on logistics though, because I only get a 6, and most other races get higher and they don't get that. That's faster ships. That's not worth it. I could do each production with 1 point. I like population growth, so I put 2 points in that. The quicker population growth helps your economy. Population growth and morale basically are the 2 big things for economy, more than actual economy numbers are. Good. That's fine. That would be 10%. 10% commercial military production. You'll just do that. Basically, I'll give myself 10%. So I have good diplomacy from the start, which is good and good. The espionage don't matter, but I'll give myself basically. You can't do logistics on this. It'd be nice if you could add that because that'd be worth it. Morale's good. Added 10% social, military, and moral. Thought I had it in research. I didn't add it into research. There it is. So that'll give me 10% in each of the types of production, which I think is good. Political, you just get a political party to start. This only matters if you are elected under a government. I don't like the War Party. That's one of the ones I don't like. I like the Universalist because they give you economic, defense, population, and luck. Technologists give you centers and research. It's economic. That gives you production. I'll go with the party they choose to begin with. I'm not changing the appearance at all. They're just a regular appearance, so we'll go next. So we're going to do everybody, so this will be a long game. But you can only do 9, so I'm not doing these two guys. Could knock out one middle of the road guy. Before I do it this way, they'll give us. You can create a new opponent. I'm not doing that. Intelligence. We're all gifted. Nine. Tough is equal. So I think that's good. Tough is equal. These ones, I don't know why they're saying that, but if you go over here, they're all listed out as intelligent. You don't double click any of them. So that's fair. Basically, they won't get any bonuses, and I won't have any advantage over them either. If that makes sense. Alright, basically this just says your society begins expansion. Earth gave the hyperdrive. Expand our borders. These are the types you can start. I already have hyperdrive. That one's good because it gives you a lot of stuff down here. This one lets you do planetary permits. I'm going to go to Xeno Communications route. If you zoom out like this, see a lot of these planets just have a thin line. This one has a little bit of a line. It's a class 4. Class 4 planets are not as good as most because I think that's about the low as well. This gives you a little thing that you can get artifacts. 100 BC, that's good. I'm going to automate it after this. So it's going to go through that stupid asteroid field, which I don't want to do. I'll do it this way, maybe. I don't know why it wants to go. If it goes through the asteroid field, it can only get one movement point. So it would take it a couple turns to go through that asteroid field, which I don't want to do. You can either mine with this immediately, which I'll probably just do, but you can also upgrade it to a colony ship. Now, if you go down on this mini map, it's pretty big. You can see I got stars all around me. I'm going to send my ship that way. And wants to put it right in the asteroid field. So you can see the arrow says where I'll be launching from now on. This only has, I think, 100 people on it. So if you go back into the planet, then launch a ship, you can take 250. So we'll launch. I'm going to send it up to this one to see if there's anything in that starts. I'll probably get this one no matter what. If someone comes in or tries to take it, I'd probably just actually overtake the planet anyway. They don't get any big planets in their system. Like Earth, they put Jupiter and Mars out, not Jupiter and Saturn out there. The only other thing you can do your first turn, go to your home world. We got 2 bonuses for happiness, which is nice. To me, the first thing, it just says what you're building. I haven't played this for a long time. So this gives you influence, economics. That's a good building. I think you can only build 1. We're going to build a factory. And back to the planet. This gives morale. So this actually is a good building, I guess. It's a 20 morale. So if I was to build one, well, it takes a lot longer. That's why, though. That only takes 5 weeks. That's a really good building. It gives economic and influence. That's why this is a good race, because of that. This one takes too long to build. We'll start off with the factory. We'll just buy that. I'm going to see if I can make a better one first. I have it set that all the stuff stays on the ship, so we got 10 points that 4 points we can add onto the ship, but we can also say is there stuff we need on here. Well, do we need a 2.8 range? That's 0.4. So do I need all these? I'm going to say that I don't need this one. Maybe. Let's see what the modules are. Calling module's too big. I couldn't put it on there. Sensors are too big. I couldn't put them on there. I actually like sensors on them. Engines, that's 21. I really can't upgrade this because everything's so big. They made engines so big in this version. But I could take some of the range off of it and put something else, but we're not going to change the colony ship. We're also going to spend this turn we're going to buy 1 colony ship. And the last thing one thing you can do too is put your planets, and I think this is the thing to put your notes on. I can't remember how to play this. I don't have I do have a person I can put out there, but I don't know anybody. I know there's a way to bring up the ships here. There it is. If you do this, it'll show what you're building, what your approval is, what your population is, and all that. It's kind of nice to have up there. Looking for domestic stats. I want to make this 100%. And I want to put that at 39. That'll give me a little bit more money. I'm still at 100%. I can adjust my taxes. You want to keep this at 100% as long as you can. Because more population equals better economy. At 100%, you grow faster than any other rate. So, got another colony ship. We'll move this closer. There's no planets on that one. The next one's over this way, so we'll go there. I'll bring him out to there. And I'll automate him. I don't want to get stuck in that asteroid field. You can see a few planets here. When you first look at it, that looks like Jupiter, kind of. I mean, I guess it doesn't look like Saturn. This would be but since the planets are named Ratha, I don't think there's anybody in that system. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change my launch that way because I want to launch out to this world here. So And our approval, and you can always bring this back up to see all but approval is still 100%, so we don't need to change our taxes. Change communications. I'll do translators next. If you run into someone, we can speak to them that way. Then I'll probably start going down some of these other tech trees. Nobody on that one. Go down here. That one looks like it would have someone on it. If you do this, so we got 25% of universal translators. It'll move them before the computer moves, and that can get you 3 things. See what's going on this planet again. I never built a second building. I'm going to do. Make sure it doesn't. Don't want it there. Well, it don't matter. I'm going to put 1 happiness building on the whole planet anyway, so that should be good. Put another 25%. It's doing weird stuff now. So we're not going to run into anything. I'm going to end the video right here. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.